challenging his scientific world tonight. He says he has been to heaven, he can prove it, and he's returned with a message for us all. Nightline anchor Terry Moran tells us his story.
At the Alexander home in Lynchburg, Virginia,
Come, Lord Jesus, our guest.
grace is different now. Eben Alexander's a Harvard neurosurgeon who nearly died 4 years ago when a ferocious E. coli meningitis infection attacked his brain and plunged him deep into a coma for a week. Brain scans showed that all the parts of his brain that give us consciousness, thought, and memory were not functioning.
They should be a very rich network of them all through both sides, and yet we don't really see that because they're all filled with pus.
Doctors gave him up for dead, but after a week, Eben Alexander awoke with, he says, a wondrous memory.
Did you go to heaven?
Yes. I was rescued by this beautiful spinning white light that had a melody, indescribably beautiful melody with it, that opened up into a bright valley.
God was there, he says, as a vast presence of love. And Eben says there was a young woman who soared across heaven with him on a butterfly wing and who gave him a message to take back.
The concepts came straight into my mind. You are loved, you are cherished, there's nothing you have to fear, there's nothing you can do wrong.
And that woman, after he recovered, Eben saw a picture of his long-dead sister who he had never met. It was her.
It was the most profound experience I've ever had in this life.
A lot of people are going to say, Doctor, it was a hallucination.
I know this was not a hallucination. It really occurred, and I know it occurred outside of my brain.
Many of his colleagues in neuroscience are deeply skeptical, saying his brain must have produced those visions, perhaps as he awakened. But Alexander says the crystal clear experience he had is incompatible with the random confusion of a brain rebooting. He's now on a mission to share his story.
Our soul, our consciousness, our spirit doesn't depend on the existence of the brain and body at all.